And President Trump is set to sign a landmark piece of legislation today regulating cryptocurrency. The so-called Genius Act passed with broad bipartisan support. The legislation's widely seen as a major victory for the crypto industry.
Yeah, Diane, the House passing a slate of cryptocurrency bills yesterday, including the final passage, the final stop before the president's desk for the first major piece of cryptocurrency legislation to ever come out of the Congress. It had already passed the Senate. It regulates something called stable coins, which are a kind of digital currency pegged to a more stable, less volatile asset like the U.S. dollar, unlike Bitcoin. This regulation would essentially allow for banks and other firms to create their own stablecoins and make it easier for them to do that, making the product, in theory, more mainstream and more regulated across the U.S. financial sector. Now, it had broad bipartisan support when it passed both the House and the Senate, but there were some Democrats who pointed to the fact that this bill doesn't do enough to prevent public officials from creating their own stablecoins and potentially benefit from those anonymous transactions of that currency. And then Democrats pointed to the fact that there is a firm with ties to the Trump family that has its own stablecoin that launched this spring and could benefit from that asset becoming more mainstream. The White House says that there are no conflicts of interest. They point to the fact that President Trump's assets are in a trust. It's not a hands-off, typically blind trust, but a trust managed by his children, Diane.
Vlad Tenev, CEO of the popular crypto trading platform Robinhood, is at the White House right now offering some more info. Critics say the crypto industry had too much influence on this bill and other crypto legislation in the works. What's your response to that?
So the crypto industry has been advocating for a very, very long time that we want crypto to be the next technology layer of the entire financial industry. And in order to do that, we have to be able to connect crypto technology to assets that have fundamental utility. And so this legislation is the first step in that. We're moving beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into assets that have fundamental utility, like US dollars and treasury notes being powered by crypto rails. I think this is the beginning of a long chain of digital transformation that will ultimately change the entire financial industry for the better. So we're very excited about it.